Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's a special live stream edition of Dedication Islands. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Live aerial coverage of the map. I absolutely love. I don't take enough time to look at the map without the interface stuff on and all the pop-ups and stuff. And it just looks so good. I love the lines that we've created. We're going to continue to obviously add more. Obviously, there'll be some freeways and more highways in here eventually. There's going to be some more rail. There's going to, of course, be a big harbor in here we're going to get started on today. Other things we're going to do today, we're going to be upgrading our oil production so that we can get more goods out. We want to get goods down to Shepland. And we're going to upgrade our food production in here so that we can get more food to this harbor that we're going to be building up and sent out and down this area down here and delivered certainly to Morphous City. Possibly we'll get some over to Beerland as well. We'll see how much capacity increase we can get going on that. I also want to, if we have time, implement the PAX line going from Joshland up to Brompton. And like I said, we're going to get some harbor infrastructure going. I would like to definitely get this harbor implemented. This harbor is going to be pretty big because it's going to have all the fuel that gets made in Henduniapolis is going to come into here like this. All the food made in Druidville, other than the stuff that goes over to Dogetopia, will be coming up through here and being delivered down to places down here. Like we said, it goes to Henduniapolis and then a couple spots up here as well. So food going out, fuel going in, and also long term, there's a bunch of iron down this coast that I would like to bring in to here and then have that delivered down into Curryburg, which is home of all the steel manufacturing. So there's going to be a lot of activity in here. We're going to need a wicked harbor to get it going. But the first thing I want to do is I want to dive into let's go like that. I want to dive into the oil. We want to upgrade our oil and match our steel production because we are absolutely killing the steel. We're not getting it all delivered because there's not a demand for it. If you look in here, there's not quite enough consumer demand for it because we're not getting the oil. But if we can get the oil up in Rangerton in here, we'll be able to produce all the goods. So because we're already at 400 here, but this is just kind of struggling to get going. And if we can get them both to 400, that's 800 total. That will allow us. Hey, what's up, Chemical? That will allow us to get Druid and Joshland go. Continue to allow Druid to get so. Druid is actually at 273, 345 for Joshland. Holy cow, that's 600. That'd only leave 200 for Shepland. So we're gonna have to get it cranked up even more beyond that. But that's just to get these two going at 800. Yeah. There you go. So, oh, by the way, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it playing. I'm going to put it on. I had it paused because April 22nd is my birthday, so I paused it there just before we started the stream. I'm going to go with at date speed 1/4, and because I'm probably going to have it run at level 2 speed, and I don't want the clock to go by 2 by. We're going to be playing for a solid 3, well, maybe not quite 3 hours, but quite a while. And I don't want it to be like 1960 or something like that when we're done. By the way, coming up on 3, it's absolutely gross how fast we make money. Absolutely, look at this. In one segment, we're making over $100 million profit. It's absolutely nuts how efficient and how well we have this map set up. I mean, look at this. Double-digit millions. 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. Like, just Mind-blowing how much money we make. Mind-blowing. Nightmorphus, choo-choo evening indeed. Thank you for joining me. Thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. So, we are going to get things going. Now, if we look down here, you'll see in their oil, we actually have these two guys here, 400 and 400, being delivered. And this line is fully capable of doing so at 894. But we need to double that. Because we need 1600 to make 800. And that means we need two of these in here. And this double. And so that means we need to deliver more oil. And we have more oil here and here, which is quite readily available. So we're going to ship this oil here and this oil here into a harbor in there. And we're going to want very, very hopefully, in fact, you know what, even if I have to do a little landscaping, we're going to make sure that this connects with the harbor that we build in here. And long term, we are going to have, how much oil we're going to have coming up this way? There's obviously these two, so we need 2 bays for that. And then I don't know if there's any more oil on this side, to be honest with you. I think that's it. There's more over here, so these two here we'll probably put on boats to bring to here and then have it trucked in real quick right through there. So that's oil up there that we'll need. And there's some oil spattered across through here. I haven't even thought about how that's going to get there, but what I would imagine is it will be brought, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably truck it up in through here somewhere, maybe even a couple tunnel roads or whatever, and set up a train line here. And we need a nice train line. Where are we going to bring that? Maybe we'll just come through the mountains or something and bring it up into here and then harbor it in that way. So long term we'll need more. But for now I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's put our harbors down. Let's not waste any time. Let's come in here with passenger harbor, cargo harbor. That's the one we want. And we want it to be large. And I'm going to set up, I like the way 4 terminals looks. I think I'm just going to go ahead and set up a 4 terminal. Because, the 2 terminals fine. But I don't know, just the 4 terminal looks really cool. And then if in the future we need more, it's already there and stuff like that. So I think I like the appearance of this just like that. If I put it here, the road can pretty much go straight down. That should be good. This is closer for sure. I think I'm going to put it like that. Just like that. And then, you know what, it's funny, I just realized too, is I needed to make an adjustment. I'm going to do this right now, actually. I'm going to pause. I'm going to bulldoze this. I'm going to bulldoze this. And I'm going to put in a replacement that is not too close to the road, like that. And then the road depot like that. And now we can do the upgrade. I guess I could have done the upgrade first. And actually, I might need to move this. Oh, God. Well, no, I'll delete that and change it if I have to. Because we want this. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this. How is that still colliding? Oh, it's colliding with this. Oh, okay. So then let's make some adjustments here. You know what? Let's get wild and let's get crazy. Redo the whole darn thing. Let's go like this. to like here. And then go like that to there. And then this will come out like that. Oh wait, no, it has to touch this, obviously. I'm gonna do this. Like this. And then into here. That. I don't mind that actually. Kind of swoops to there. Oh, like that. Like that. And now it's all connected. Good to go. And now we can go like this and get ourselves. How's that looking? Is that looking relatively flat? Yeah, like that. It's good. And then what I like to do is draw our line straight out of here. That's what I like to do. So let's go like that. Play it level and then drive it into there. That looks good. That looks good. There we go. And then, moment of truth. Yep. Everything connects. Fantastic. So, oil gets to here, it's automatically in there. Now, another thing to keep in mind too, is it is very likely in the future that this train station here will be doubled. And we'll actually have another set of tracks coming up here into a doubled up station here. In fact, I might just do that right now. The reason why is that all crude oil coming into Morpho City to produce the refined oil that we require needs to come in this location. And the capacity, especially on such a short ride, we're going to need a ton of crude oil, because not only do we need all of this crude oil that we're bringing in for the plastics to make the goods, which is going to be like, we're going to need probably upwards of 1,600 quite easily plastic, which means 3,200 crude oil. But we're going to need that much again to produce the fuel in Henduniapolis. So that's a ridiculous amount of fuel, or sorry, refined oil we're going to have to make with crude oil. So at the very least, I can foresee this needing to have potentially 3 more lines. I can see this having to be really big, like entire levels of track extra. Let's get crazy. Let's see. I'm gonna upgrade to all. I'll do that on my own, but yeah, I'll have to upgrade everything to high speed at some point eventually. And of course, because this game hates me, it doesn't remember my preferences from one sitting to the next. Poof. Yeah, this thing needs to be way bigger, and this thing needs to be bigger too. Like, way bigger. I actually foresee the tracks in here being extremely wide, because I actually foresee the plastics, this plastics line, actually having its own trek as well. Yeah. All right, so let's go push that way back. Let's go in here and configure this thing, and we are going to get rid of that. That's the first step. And why is that? What is this? Oh, because we're configuring it's yeah, it doesn't like to configure when it's got trains in the depot. So configure, and I'll put on high speed track in the station itself. I'm trying to use regular track everywhere so that it's extremely simple to set up later on regular lines, just to click everything into new track, which I'll do probably Monday morning before I start recording more footage. That's something I could probably get around to doing, just so it's done. This is frustrating right here. This is super frustrating how slow this is. I really, truly hope, I know it's not a big operation over there working on this game, but I truly hope that one of the things they're working on is the configuration of this stuff being much, much better. So double that, and then platforms. And go like that. Come on, baby. Really exciting stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, I kind of want to be future-proof. And based on the ridiculous amount I need, I feel like I could, at the very least, add in one more track here. I wouldn't need to add in more platforms, but another track here would do. I don't want to get crazy with the size here, because I mean, I could make it even bigger. We've got the plastics going out. If we give the plastics going out its own line, that would like... Well, we could have it come on its own tracks here and then dip into this first station. And then set up this line on its own that hits these tracks, and then another whole set of tracks here. And then the potential for a third set of tracks bringing in the crude. Keeping in mind that all of the refined oil will leave on boat, so I won't need to go. The only thing going out of here is the refined oil to the plastics, and then crude oil in, crude oil in, crude oil in, and then the boats. So then we go in here. Can we put, do we have to have, yeah, we have to have, in order to get, yes, we have to put a platform. Which means if we have to do a platform, why not? Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put another set of tracks in. And be 100% future proof. Because you can't put the stations right in next to track itself. Which I guess makes sense. Come on, game, like for real? You're killing me over here, Schmalls. All right, and then I think we'll go with the smaller stuff, just because we're already up against it for space in here. Like that. And we'll go like that. Like that. I tend to use the same pattern every time. Whatever, man, I don't care. And then I'm not going to worry about doing that way for now. We're going to need to set up another one of those there. The idea being, there's going to be a lot of these, right? Like, it's going to be like another one here. In fact, what I might actually end up doing, another one here, and then we might have to have a road off the end connecting to one of these in order to have more. Like a third. Because I would see us needing at least 6, if not more. So another one there, and then we'll have to have like at least 2 or 3 along here. And then the harbor will sit in here and we can do some roads and stuff. But yeah. Yeah. So let's go with, you know what? Let's go ahead and configure all this so that we can kind of see a little bit more what we're looking at here. So cargo, and there goes to there, to there, and this way, there, into there, into there, into there. No. Into there. Into there. No, I screwed that up. Shoot. I screwed it up again. That goes there, and this goes there. Then, on this end piece here, this is where I might end up having like a road that comes in. So I kind of feel like I want to have, maybe I'll go like this. Oh, you know what? This is actually the wrong one. That's supposed to be there. But I think I might have this other main building down here next to a double load location there. And the reason I want to do that is that I'm going to probably have you know what? Let's take some time here. Do this right. Get this cleaned up, and here we actually have a bit of a mound I do not want to contend with. So I'm just going to clear all this out. Sparing no expense. Like that. Now it's all nice and level. And we'll take a look at another refinery, which is that guy there. And what I'll probably definitely do, shoot, I hate how they have the roads attached because it's going to make me, it's going to, actually no, it's not going to collide on me too much. No, it's not bad at all. Because I thought the road was going to collide, but it's not actually going to collide. So I'm going to make this lined up as good as I can. And then we can see here I still have a little bit of room down at the end where I can put a road to another one. So let's line this up here. This looks about as good as it's going to get there. want to get it as close as I can. There we go. That's the spot. That's the ticket right there. And then we're going to bulldoze this. And we will clean that up along here. Like that. And we will get... Hey, Kevin Curry. What did you miss? You missed about a half an hour is what you missed. We're going to use... Just a second. I'm going to use internal roads, I think. Yeah, I don't think I want to... I don't think I want... Well... I don't mind using these country roads. They look good as well. Yeah, I'm just getting started. I started early on you. I started exactly on time. Literally exactly on time. Could not have been more perfectly timed to be exactly on time. Literally as the clock struck 12, I hit start record. How close is the hitbox here? Okay, it's not too close at all. So I can make it right along here. Yeah, I haven't really done much. We're mostly talking, and we're just getting the starting of oil. Oil expansion. It looks like I could probably go up just a bit. Maybe that's good. You're expecting 1 p.m.? Well, 1 p.m. is my start times on Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah, but I was specifically starting today at noon. Obviously special stream, not usual stream day. And also because I got some stuff to do. Well, I'm going to watch the football game this afternoon, to be specific. Until movie night, of course. And then movie night's happening. I'm like just being completely painstaking over this. Like that. Watch it again on YouTube. Exactly. Can never get enough of it on YouTube, baby. Alright. Then we're going to have a road come right down here like this. Actually, you know what I might do actually is just find our point where it's... Too bad I couldn't put a road in here, even though I know it's part of the... Just trying to find our point at which they don't like us. Ah! There we go. That's... No, that's not even close. What the heck? There we go. I'm going to call that good. There we go. My problem with this is I don't want this to bend too much. I'm actually going to bulldoze this back a bit and do the line in here first. So... That should be good. Actually, can I get it a little bit closer? I like that even more. I like that even more. And then hopefully these line up perfect. That's good. And now that I've done this, I'm realizing that if I have this road here, I'm gonna have to move this road. Because I'm not gonna be able to fit another one in there. I don't necessarily need to put another one in now anyway. But I'd have to find a way. What I could actually do, just to keep it variety, is I could put it in like that. Or like this. I could put it like that for variety. Nah, I don't like that though. I don't know. I'll figure that out in the future. There's just some roads in there now. Like I said, we're going to need a bunch. Like we're going to need maybe 4 and then 4. And then roads in here connecting everything. Maybe some trucks moving around and then the harbor. Going to need a lot of the stuff. So this is just the beginning. Just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So this guy here is going to be there. And then what we need to do is come down here to this guy and do some more configuring. Come on, baby. There we go. This is... I'll stop complaining about it. But it's painful. So once this is in, I have lots of room to expand this, so I don't need to worry about doing any more expansion in this area. Because if I need to expand this train station, which I think I probably will out here again, that'll be fine. Because I got all the room in the world out here. And then I'll just go platforms. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this separate train line, this separate set of tracks going between these two stations. And that will carry its own separate line. And then as we get better trains and more capacity, we'll be able to upgrade. But essentially the line that's here going over carries a little over 800. And another line here carrying a little over 800 will get us going. So that will be fine. Like that. So now all we need, I'm going to go ahead and use the high-speed track because then this whole area, this whole section or whatever will be good. And so that goes to right there. And back. Yeah, because the thing is because this is such a short stretch, right? It takes a while to get up to speed, and you don't have a lot of time to get up to speed. So that's inefficient. And then, of course, you don't have a lot of room for extra trains because they're just going to get in each other's road. So let me just go ahead. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. Looking for that sweet spot. There it is. We'll come in here and grab our signals. Signal. Oops, that's the wrong signal. Get rid of that one. And there. Like that. And the signals. Done. Now I just need to do the crossover down here. Like that. And we'll need a depot, of course. So we can put trains on it. And that'll get fed there. And of course... I kind of feel like... You know what? I'm going to redo this just a little bit. I'm going to go into configure and I'm going to bulldoze this. Just want a little bit bigger of a building, a main building here. In fact, I could actually go to this one. Yeah, let's get the great big bad boy on there. And then a couple cute little loading docks on the sides. Then we can completely, oops, bulldoze that back. And this road here will be just a little bit more interesting. Like that, and like that. A little bit wobbly. In fact, you know what? Screw it. You're gonna do something, you do it right. I should have, from the beginning, built the road first before I put the station back in. Now we are good. And now we can put, like, look at how much better that looks. Come on. You can't tell me you don't absolutely love it. Let's go parallel with the track. And get a slightly crooked road. And then we will go with the depot. And parallel as well, like that. And that is so nice and smooth. And then, of course, we'll just need to connect that, which will just be a nice slight uphill slope. And then we could just go ahead and grab a little bit of smooth in here. And that's good. And like I said, this line here might get its own tracks eventually, depending on how much. In fact, it's almost guaranteed eventually that this line here will come in here and actually go straight along. And then when it gets to here, instead of crossing over, it'll just continue to go straight through. And then it'll dive into this one. Like at the last second, it'll just go whoop, and then dive in here. And then the other one will come out, and then it'll slide onto its own 2 tracks here. So it'll kind of be a double into that one. And then eventually we could, in fact, probably will have another one there, but we're not going to worry about setting that up right now. All right, so the next thing, holy cow, that was exhausting. By the way, let's go ahead and press play and sort out this. This is probably just going to need to be turned around, more than likely. Yeah. It just got a little confused when we started a massive construction project while that was trying to do its business. So, whew. Let's get some oil on boats. That means we want a harbor. We want another harbor, and we're going to make it large too. Even though I only need 1, I prefer, if you go with 1, it does it across. And if you go 2, it does it straight out, and I prefer the straight out in many cases. I don't know why, just do. So this is gonna be an awfully short trip. It's probably just gonna be 1 boat on this line. But what I'd like to do Just make sure this is parallel. Like that. And then just stick it in the water like that. And then we'll come down in here and make sure we're nice and level. Like that. Well, we want to be level coming out of here, I guess. It's an uphill trek, that's for sure. So that's level in here, and that's all that really matters at this point. So then we will put in that parallel road first. Now that we're level here. Like that. In fact, we're just going to go a little bit closer. Yeah, it's a little too close. There we go. It's not too bad. And just the phone going off there. And then what you want to do, now that you put that road in and this is nice and level, now you can do the smooth in here to get that progressive hill going up. Like this. And then the road can go smoothly up said hill. Like that. So you can just kind of see we're just slowly making that hill go progressively up. Like that. We're not quite on full strength, and that's kind of silly. Like that. Now we have a nice, pretty progressive slope up there. And now we can just go right out of the center of this. Like that. And now we have a pretty nice steady slope. And then we can hit it one more time with the smooth tool, like that. And that's looking good. And hopefully those connect. Yep, they do. Perfect. So crude oil automatically connects to the, and then we just have to set up a line going to there. Like I said, it's probably at most 2 boats, I would imagine. The better the boats get. We might need 2 now and then 1 later or whatever. And then we need to come down here, and we need another one here. Now we're gonna go like this. We're gonna blow this stuff up down in here, and we're gonna smooth this out like that, and we are gonna get a harbor right in here. And we'll do the same harbor that we did. Oops. Nope, not airplane. Oh, God. Airplanes is another thing we do need to get into before too long, though. Large into, once again. And I'm going to go... Could put it off the pier here a little bit. I think I want to put it like this, though. Yeah, I think something like this. Like that. And we'll check for even ground. It's not too bad. We're just going to want a little bit of that. Like that. And we can get our road in. This is just being obviously just super nitpicky on my part, but hey. That, and just make sure that's level, and then we'll upgrade that guy, and then on this is where we have an interesting choice to make. Do we come straight along here? Kind of like that idea. It's either that, or we can come like that, and then it's got a weird bang to it. But if we go like this... Whoa. Banging stuff around in there. It's actually not perfectly straight, but I don't mind the look of it, to be honest with you. Kind of looks kind of neat. And, of course, auto connect. Smooth tool. Perform the wonders. Like that. Like that. And Bob's your uncle. Alright. So that is that operation there. So now we just need to set up the lines. So we're going to go from there to there. And this is crude oil. I'm going to go with this color here. That kind of lightish gray. That's fine. And this is going to be boat freight. And it's going to be crude. Plus crude 1 to crude harbor. And this area here is crude harbor. Makes sense, right? That's where all the crude ends up, so call it crude harbor. Crude 1 to crude harbor. Coming in hot. And then another new line going from there to there. Once again, I think... Actually, let's just stick with that color. That's fine. I'm not too picky about the colors, to be honest with you. My nomenclature is what it's all about. Speaking of which, nomenclature is one of a number of ideas that I have for YouTube tutorial type videos for this game. And I just need to get around to doing it. I find myself taking so much time. Oh, sorry, no, that's gonna be Crew 2. Making a new episode every day for this series that it's just hard to get ahead, but we will find that time. And when we do, oh boy, we're gonna get stuff done. Which is a good time to advertise my Discord. Anybody out there, YouTube fans, anybody out there watching right now for whatever reason, join the Discord. We've got channels open. You can drop in your ideas, stuff like that. I'd love to know what people would like to see in tutorials. There's obviously lots of people out there doing lots of different kinds of tutorials. Some of them, I see them, I'm like, do we really need to explain that? But maybe it would come in handy. I don't know. So I think it would be good to get lots of input and see what you guys think. We have these vandals. Woo. These things are wicked. Hey, Shep's here. How you doing, Shep? So we're going to put one of these guys on the crude 2 line. And we'll put one on the crude 1 line. And then the crude 1 line is going to need at least 2. And this is kind of in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put actually both of these guys on the line. Crude 1. And we're going to let them come out. And I want to make sure that one's going here and the other one's going there so that they're kind of going opposite directions. This is the crude 2 line, so that's fine. By the way, how we looking? Oh, yeah. That's hot. Looking good. So, this is actually... It often actually distributes for you pretty well. But it looks like it's trying to distribute them both that way. In which case... I'm going to turn one around. Now, this is kind of the halfway point here. So, I kind of want to... If they both get to here, when this one gets to here, I'll turn this one around. Let it come in through there. Although this, and then it has to go around. So yeah, this isn't too bad. I think what I'll do is this guy here, I'm going to turn around right now. Now they're going in opposite directions. Perfect. Love the Saturday strims. Oh, I love having you here for the Saturday strims, buddy. Love having you here for them. Alright, so those guys going in opposite directions. Ding and ding. And then this guy's going to go bing, bing, bing. Bringing the oil in here. And then now what we need to do is we need to set up another line over here. And this is going to be interesting. We're going to go from here to here as well. And this line is going to be, let me think. We want it to be darker. And we want it to slam in here and go, and then slam in there and go. Perfect. That's how you want her set up. That's good. And this line is going to be called it's going to be freight, obviously, and then it's going to be crude to refinery. Now I don't know exactly what I called the other one. Freight. Oh, I had Morphus refineries. Okay. I just wanted to go crude. Okay, so I'm just going to, just for consistency's sake, we will call this Morphus refineries. There. Crude 2 to, and then if we do another one, that'd be crude 3 to Morphus refineries. Now what we want to do is, let's take a look at what we have on this line. Because we basically want to mimic these two, basically, right? So this is our China Railways JF116, and they're capable of exactly what we want. And that's the one we want. So we have the option of going to here, but I actually am fully happy with this. We can't go faster than 80 given our cargo capacity or cargo limits anyway. And these are significantly cheaper and can get us going up to speed we need. So this is actually a super efficient train. I love this China Railways JF1. Really like using it a lot. All right, and then of course here, like I said, 80 kilometer an hour speed limit anyway. So what's the bit point? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I screwed that up. Did I screw that up? I think I screwed it up. 4, 4, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this popped up and stopped me from clicking it. That's what happened. There we go. And then what we want to do is we want to buy 2 of these bad boys. Whoops, not 25 of them. And 26 million. Done. And then we just grab these guys and stick one at a time onto these lines. So crude 2. And what I'll do is when this guy gets down here and he's just starting to come back, we'll get this guy going as well. By the way, Kevin, I know you're out there listening, and Shep, who just showed up. Great to have you guys here. And anybody else out there interested in the movie crew, I created a new role in the Discord that I was talking about earlier called Movie Crew. So you can be rest assured that I will be sending anybody in the movie crew can at the rest of the movie crew. So it could be like Wednesday afternoon, you have a great idea you want to spread to all the movie crew people out there. You can go at movie crew and then whatever you want to do, and they will see it. And I took the liberty of adding all the regulars of movie crew, pretty much anybody who's been to movie crew on a regular basis, to the role, and so you'll be added when the notifications come up. like that. And then just as that guy turns around, we click him out. And then now this guy is coming here, and this guy's coming here, and they're on opposite ends. And all is right with the world. Just like that. How nice is that looking? Beautiful. All right, so what's going on here? Oh, I didn't. Wait, what? Why is that guy not moving? Oh, that's why. Oh, crap. I screwed that up. All is not right with the world. By the way, what is this? That's to the plastic factory. Okay, I was going to say, because these ones are 16, right? Yeah, okay. All is not right with the world. I need to stop this guy now. And I did not put this track all the way across because I suck. Like this. I just need this to go across to there. Like that. Go. Now this guy can go. Once this guy gets to around there, we unpause this guy like that. And now they're both kind of taken off and they're opposite one another. That's good. So now we should start to see the crude coming in hot. This guy is packed full. What's the rate on that line? It's 213. We need that to be doubled. So let's go ahead and clone that vehicle. Boom. Just like that. Two of those jumping back and forth will deliver all 400 from there. And then we just need to come down here and check out the rate on that line. That is 166 for 2. We need it to be, not quite 3 times that. So maybe 3 more does it. So let's go ahead and clone those vehicles as well. That'll get us to around 350, and I think then 1 more after that gets the job done. And what I'll do is I'll just watch these guys as they come out, make sure that one goes in each opposite direction as well. Make sure the first one goes that way, and then the second one can go this way. Keeping them spread out a little bit. Generally speaking, they tend to spread themselves out pretty well anyway, but... Oh, that guy's coming here. Oh, okay, this guy's coming there. Alright, so this first guy I'm going to actually make turn and have him go that way. So that this guy's going opposite there. And then this guy's going that way. That's close enough. That's close enough. And then we'll probably need to put a 5th one on that as well. So that should deliver enough crude oil to be a total of 1,600. And then that should distribute as evenly as possible to these two so that the lines can shoot back and forth there. Looking good. So that means that we need to make sure that the plastics line, the refined coming to the plastics factory, this line up here, needs to be able to do 800, not just 400. So that means what you need to do is, I think if I make these 16s, we get to about 600, and then a third one gets the job done. So let's go ahead and manage vehicles, and let's go ahead and replace these guys. And we will continue. See, this is where you get like the speed's about the same, but you're doubling the power, right? And so you're going to get the speed so much faster, which is nice when you got 16 oil tankers behind you. But the problem with that is that it costs twice as much, and it just, I mean, that's if it does the exact same thing essentially. Why double your overhead and reduce your line, right? Now we've got $3.3 billion and we make money so efficiently. Well, it doesn't matter all that much, but It's all about doing the things right. So we are going to get 16 of these bad boys instead of 12. There. So basically we just added 4 to each, right? And that's him coming in there right now. Just like that. And away he goes. Now, what we want to do is check that what that did to the rate. Yep, just as I suspected, somewhere right in and around 600. So now what we need to do is add one more. And that'll get us to about 900, which is obviously more than 800, but we don't mind being a little bit over to make sure that we make up for any issues. Like, for instance, you know what? I kind of want, because we're adding yet another train to this, I kind of want to, I'm going to pause this. This is the kind of thing we like to do on the live stream. Take care of business. I am going to make the executive decision that right now is the time. Those are perfectly parallel, right? Yeah, okay. Or perfectly level, I should say. Are they? I think they are, for sure. And like that. No, they're not. They are definitely, most definitely not. They most definitely are not. So let's go ahead and go like this and like this. Just like that. Now, see what's happening here too is I think that these, because normally they're connected, but it swoops in, and I don't know if these ever actually physically got connected, you know? So what I'm going to do is actually physically put them alongside one another here. The way they normally kind of auto-connect, right? And then I will hook into this. Oops, like that. Yeah, and actually you can see right there, you can actually see where it wasn't actually connected, right? And then now right here, it's because I did it the way I did it. Now it's like, yes, you are absolutely connected, and we'll keep you at the exact same level as the rest of the track from here on out. That makes a lot more sense. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come all the way down here. And all the way down here. Whoops. Like that. And what I actually need to do is we're going to have to do some... Actually, I'm going to go like this for a minute. Get that out of the way just a little bit. And I'm going to bulldoze that. And that. And that. And that. And we are going to just do a little bit. How do I do this? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to come out here just a little bit. And then we want this. Okay, that's the best it's going to let us do. All right, what if I go from here? No, it doesn't want to. Actually. Like that. That goes like that. And then what we want to do is with this will come straight down along right beside it, like that. And then this will come down along there. And at the last second, and actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bulldoze this back. I'm actually going to pull from right here first. It's actually going to let me hook up perfect. Nice. Does that make a nice clean line? Yeah, it does. Good stuff. So now what happens is these aren't even connected, but we've got these two lines. These two tracks are moving into there, and these two tracks slide into there, like that. And now we have no need to worry about the crude line, or sorry, the crude line coming in, mixing up with the plastic line going out. So the plastics line that we're adding a third train to will not interfere in any way, shape, or form. Beautiful. So now we just need to make sure we have our signals lined up. We need one here like this to check that it's clear inside. And then it's just a matter of... It's funny. I've only got 2 trains on these tracks. I've got all these signals. And there's only going to be 2 or 3 trains on all these tracks over all this distance. Ugh, Jesus. Yet I still like have enough signals as if I've got a massively busy line running multiple. Yeah, in fact, to save time, I'm just going to do every other one of these. If I can't get them spread out properly enough for that, for 3 trains. Now, mind you, it'll go up slightly from 3, but not a lot. So that's pretty good there. Boom, boom, like that. Okay. Boop, 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 like that. And then this doesn't look all that great at the moment. So let's smooth that along here. And even in here. Making it look pretty. Like that. Almost there. And good to go. So just like that, we are set up. Looking good. So that's good, that's good, that's good. I think we can say that we are done setting up these lines. Oh, no, not quite, actually. We need to, so what we need to do, actually, and let me pause this for a second because I think there's an opportunity here. We need a third one of these. And with these 2 down here at this end, like this, they're not too close because, I mean, this was obviously fully out. This was going to come in to stop. But it makes a perfect opportunity for me to get the third one on the line up here at the very opposite end. And then they'll be nicely spread out. So what I'm going to do is very, very quickly and sneakily throw down, sorry, wrong place, like that. And just real cheeky like grab this like that and grab one more of those. So it's a railway, or it's our China Railway, and we want 16 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 192 capacity purchased. And then we could just actually throw that on that line like refined plastic. There we go. Perfect. So that guy's going to jump onto there. Well, those guys are way the heck back here. That guy's getting up speed. Should be pretty good. It's a little slow. I'm actually just going to slow this guy down a touch. I want them to be pretty well spread out. Because what you want to do is you want to make sure that the factory you're picking up from has plenty of time to get filled back up with more crude to be picked up. Makes sense, right? Hey, it's not just a gaming channel, it's the Slim Gaming channel. What is going on? Thank you very much for that, Slim. So now this guy's pulling out. I'm going to turn this guy back on. And then once he's up to speed, I'll get the other one going. It's a Slim Raid! Trains with Nick. How you doing? Slim Raid dude. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Trains with Nick. Welcome aboard. Theron, Alan, Susan MVB. Thank you very much, guys. Good to have you here. Slim Raid. All kinds of follows. Theron, Squeak, and Trains with Nick. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. This guy's got to go. Yeah, well, that'll be alright. That's good enough. Good enough for government work. More what's happening right now? Raiders are inbound. What's actually funny is I'm actually I'm streaming a live stream of my Dedication Island series. And holy cow, all the people are following. You're not seeing the notification that you normally see, which is BB-8 rolling onto the screen, because I'm using my YouTube recording settings in OBS, just because that's the one I thought made the most sense. And then, of course, some of those notifications are actually in here, so you can hear the noise, but you don't see it. But Slim Gaming channel. By the way, anybody out there watching me on YouTube, if you don't know who he is, I don't even know what you're doing with your life, but you got to go find him on YouTube, because holy cow. He also does this, does the TF2 stuff. Susan, Spango, Theron, Squeak, Trains with Nick. Wow. Thank you very much for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, check out the YouTubes. Check out the TF2 series. This is actually, we've done 26 episodes, I believe, or 27 episodes I've done so far of this series. And this is our first live stream of the series. And this will be posted on the YouTube as well. But check it out. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. I mean, you got nothing to lose, right? Maybe you love it, maybe you don't. It's just a click of a button. It's that easy. And let's check out our rates. Before we move on to something else, check out our rates. This is 375. It is just short. I'm going to need one more to get that done. This is 407, which is perfect. So we actually need to come in here to this one here. And we're going to have to clone one of these bad boys. And get a fifth one on there, doing its thing. Boop. Yes, we've been very busy. Hey, Moondoggy. Good day to you, sir. Disembodied voice. Indeed. So, yeah, for the new folks, let me just take you on a little bit of a tour. Real quick before we get on another project. We actually just finished ramping up our oil to make more plastic, to make more goods, because Shepland needs goods, and we're going to get that done. So this is our island right here, and this is the central part of it. We got Joshland here, which is absolutely grooving right along, and that comes down in here. So we have a train line basically heading down this way into Shepland, and then it continues on to Rangerton, like that. And then we have another line that comes down the back, which is a distribution of goods like this. So this guy's producing goods in here, and then we're shipping them out all the way down here and into here, because these places, and I'm actually going to have to put a harbor here, and we're going to have a bridge come over here and drop off the goods here and then harbor them across, because they need goods as well. And just so you guys have an update, so for those of you that aren't familiar with the series, coming in here from the lovely Slim Raid. By the way, Slim, I need to know how that event went on Steam today. Let me know how that went. So, yes, so what we've done here, this is a slightly different series in how we're running this, because what we're doing is we are in sandbox mode for one reason and one reason only, and that is to place the industries. All resources stay on the map where they generated normally, but the industries were all deleted, and each city was chosen to produce one good, whether it be refining the oil, refining the fuel, making the goods, making the lumber in here. We make the steel down in Curryburg. We're going to be making the settings, as Moondoggy likes to call them, the machines up here in Dediapolis, and we got Beerland up here, and all these. They all get one thing. So in here in Brompton, these guys make our construction materials. Simple as that. So we place the industries within the cities, and then they get shipped out. So all raw materials get shipped into cities, and then finished goods get sent out. So we refine the oil in Morphus City, and then we send it down here to Kinshotaki in here, where we are turning it into plastic. And then we go plastic down here into Rangerton, where we are making the goods. And then the steel, which is made over here in Curryburg, is coming up this line here and making the goods, and then the goods get redistributed down the line. Simple as that. The event went really well. Over 2,000 viewers. Nice. That's awesome, dude. That is so awesome. Gotta love that extra exposure, buddy. And then this is where we do the food. The food's going to be the food output's going to be drastically increased. That's the next thing we're actually going to do is food. And we're going to make a massive harbor in here, because all the food is going to come to here and distribute up here. And then all the fuel that's made on this island is going to be brought over here and distributed down these lines. So there's going to be a massive harbor. Plus we're going to also need some of the there's a bunch of iron on these shores up in here that are going to need to be brought down into here and then brought across on rail into Curryburg, where we make the steel. So yeah, lots of fun stuff happening. Hope you guys are here to enjoy, because I am looking forward to continuing to bring you guys all the good stuff. All right, let's put on our stuff, our bells and whistles again, so we can see what we're doing. And what I'd like to do, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I should do this more often. I only really need the signals on when I am physically doing rail and then like trying to lay my signals so I can see them easier. I can always turn that on when I'm doing signals and then keep it off, because those things, it's annoying. I should do that more as a habit. Okay, so had an email last night. Got an interview for a job. Nice. That's awesome, dude. All the good vibes and thoughts for that, man. I really hope it works out for you. I really hope that works out well for you. It's always great to find a really, really good job that fits your skill set. Nikki Golf. Thank you very much, Nikki. Appreciate it. I too enjoy the golfing, although it's expensive, so I don't get to do it as much as I'd like. So this is so what's happening is Joshland here, which is our biggest city, absolutely massive. They need goods goods and fuel, and all of it's going to actually be dropped off right here and then shipped up, trucked up into the city to keep the traffic flow and stuff out. And yeah, So, looking good. Now, what we need to do is, I need to do a couple more things. I just remembered as I was doing that little tour. Is we need this to be doubled. So we need yet another one of these. Make sure this is all level in here. What's going on there? There we go. So I'll make sure this is all nice and level, because we need another plastics refinery. That's what we need. So this is when we come in here and we grab the plastics. And I don't know. I was thinking about doing like this, to be honest with you. I think that would kind of look cool. And then we do something fancy with the roads. We're going to need 4 of these long term. We're going to need basically everything's in 4s, because every city is going to kind of need somewhere in the vicinity of 400. I kind of like that. And then you could do this and then have a road, kind of where the road is now, and then do 2 more of them. Right? I like it. Let's do it. All right. We need this to be lined up, though, which is good there now. And we are going to absolutely make this as dead close as we can. Please go back. No. We're so close. That way. There. That was close. My mouse is super sensitive, and I was like, please don't screw this up. It's lined up. It's so good. Do it. Just slap her down. Jack me up, bro. That's my boy Moondoggy. He's always teasing me about being a perfectionist. Trying to make me feel bad about who I am as a person. It's not very nice, but whatever. I'm going to go with the regular... Actually, no. I'm going to make this one like this. And now I sit here waiting patiently while he comes up with his... let me smooth this out. I want to see what happens when I smooth this out in here. Like that. Make this smooth. And this somehow is like lined up perfectly. No, it's not lined up perfectly. Why would it be lined up perfectly? Why would it? Alright, streets and the stuff. And what am I doing? God, that's not even close to the right spot. There we go. That's the button we were looking for. Continue that out there nice and parallel. And then go like... wow. My brain... I've got 6,000 things going on in my head about what I want to do next, and then my brain's just not working. It's just an absolute dysfunctional thing. Now, here's the problem. Okay, it is connected. I was going to say, I wasn't sure if that was going to connect or not. I was going to have to put a road here if it didn't connect like that, but it looks like it's just barely connecting, which is good. And then what I'll have to do is, when I do 2 more of these further down, actually, I'll be able to configure this to have, this would actually make it much better for that as well. I'll be able to configure over here on this end, something like this, like that right there. And so now this, you can see this actually connects down here and makes that right there. So when I do 2 more of these down here interlocked, oh so nicely, that's going to look really cool once they're both upgraded, by the way. Oh man, it's going to look so good. Yeah, buddy. Actually, you know what would have been even better? Oh, now that I think about it. What might have been better... No, because then it would have had gaps. But I was going to say, these two here are going to be there. And if those had been lined up, 1, 2, 3, 4, it would have been so nice. But the problem is, to do that, I would have left gaps in there and there. That's going to look good, buddy. So now we have the capacity. As we bring in, we should get a whole bunch of this oil now. Come on. This guy needs oil too. What? What you do? We should have the capacity to bring in 800. We do. 815. Beautiful. And then we need to... But it's going to take a little while because these need to get cranked up, obviously. That's 400. Like that. And of course, this can't get cranked up all the way until these are cranked up all the way. Because it's extra crude. That's getting close. That's, yeah, getting there. What is this guy? We're at 473, so it should be capable of delivering all of the stuff. And both these lines are good, right? Yeah, that's capable of 800. And that's capable of more than 800. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. No reason this shouldn't work really, really well. By the way, I can get rid of this now. This was just a temporary thing to get my lines distributed evenly. There we go. Now, finally, that's done. Whew, it's a good thing we didn't try to do that in one YouTube video. We'd have failed miserably. Oil is upgraded. Now all we need to do is, we have a line that we set up like 5 or 6 YouTube videos ago, bringing goods from Rangerton to Shepland. And we have yet to get trains on that. That changes right now. We are going to put trains on that line right now. And we're going to do it. Be another temp job. By the way, I had an idea. Ding, ding, ding. I had an idea, and I want to share it with you guys, see what you thought. My plan at some point in the near future, well, not super near future, but sometime not before too long, I am going to make a massive train depot right in the middle somewhere. I'm going to probably need, hopefully there's some assets on the workshop I can fold into it. But there's going to be tons of rail and depot stuff that we can try and figure out how to make. And oh my, we got more planes. We're going to have to get some plane. We're going to do a plane episode this week. Promise. We will have planes in a YouTube episode. But yeah, I want to do a massive depot in here. Now there's going to be a highway that comes through here. It's going to come out of this hill there and like swoop up into Rangerton. It's going to be like a major highway. And then there's another major highway that comes down in here. That goes into Curryburg and then splits off into here. That's in the future when highways are needed. So somewhere in the middle here, where we can fit it in, a massive train depot. Just make something beautiful. And the goal will be every track on the map can connect to that depot. So we will have lines that distribute, that would come in and distribute into here and into here. Like that. And then obviously up into here. And then this would obviously be able to tag in. So there'll be all lines going in. And then everything... Why did I not turn that off? Why are those showing? Oh, because I have bulldoze on. That's why. That's why. Okay. And then like even like all these lines that come here, you know, come down into here, they'll all be a way for them to pivot onto a line that can come into here. And so that theoretically every train on the track, no matter how far to the exterior, maybe with the exception of this line over here on this island. Maybe. I don't think I want to do tracks across this. So that would be like the exception is here. But yeah, every other train would be able to, like, for instance, this track here, this one would like, could just swoop onto here instead. And then it could transfer over onto this line and then come into here. Even these lines up here could transfer down here. We could set up a rail transfer auxiliary line into here. And then it would come down into here. And it could transfer across and get into here. Same with this. Everything could always find a way to get into this massive depot. And then theoretically, every train could be purchased here and eventually find its way to where it needs to go. That's a thought. Anyway, I've digressed once again, and we are failing miserably at our tasks. Let's smooth this out, because it looks ugly. Boom, 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 boom. Get rid of all that ugly brown stuff, right? Just like that. There we go. Now, lag. There we go. What we need now is a temporary thingamajig depot, and we need some trackaroonies. Doesn't really matter which ones. Well, I guess technically these are the more expensive ones. And then we are going to need to... Now, what are we doing here? For this line here, we're using 12s, eh? And we have two of them bombing here, and that's giving me 405, which is all that we're ever really going to need in there. One would suspect, or close to it anyway. Maybe we'll need more. Who knows? It's Joshland after all. And this is about a third more distance. Like there, that's a third, and then that's a third, kind of. So if we had 3, maybe 4 going at 12. So if we had 4 of those, essentially, that would get us to 400. 3 of them would probably easily get us to 300, which would be a really good start. In fact, the demand in Shepland is only 200. We could definitely start with 2 and then see if we need a third. So let's go in here by our very trusty Railways JF1. And let's go with the boxcars, of course. And now what I could do, it's a longer run, so longer trains is always smart. I could go with 16s and then 2 16s and see where that takes us. 4. And then maybe a third if they're all 16s might get us to the 400 eventually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Just like that. Let's buy 2 of those. And for now, we'll stick 1 on the line. Like, sorry, what is it? It's this one here. Yeah, goods to Shepland. There we go. Away it goes on its maiden voyage. Our trusty China JF1. Really like this train a lot. Really like it a lot. Let's see this thing with 16 get up to speed here. Getting onto the main line. Hitting 50 as we come under the bridge. Coming up on 70. Pretty good pickup, really. Now it's obviously empty, but it's going to max out at 80 well before we get to the Joshland. There we go, clicking at 80. And then this is where we're thankful that we put an entire set of tracks separate. Holy cow, jungle. So this is Joshland in here. And this whole separate line here that stops in there and goes up to Shepland, what we actually do, there's a train right there, is there's actually two separate lines. This has got its own separate set of tracks all the way to Rangerton, so that we never had to. Because the thing is that right now it's just goods. So we might have 2 for the Joshland line, 3 for the Shepland line. But both of those cities also need both goods and fuel. So that right away is like, that's going to be double that. So now all of a sudden you're going to have 10, maybe 11 or 12 trains on one line. That's getting pretty crazy. And then in addition to all that, we also need to send goods and fuel from this same location down here at the end, all the way back the other way, like this. And then just before we get to Shepland, where we left from right now, we'll divert off on a bridge, and we will go to a harbor, which will then send both the goods and the fuel on boats across the strait into Dediopolis. So this line, if I hadn't provided extra carbs, so this one line here alone is going to have to carry both for Shepland and for Dediopolis. So I didn't want to have those 2 lines plus the Joshland line all on the same track. And then of course this line here is actually the ones heading towards Curryburg, like that, bringing steel in, and then eventually it'll be taking fuel back. Not on the same trains, of course, but that's that line's for. And then this is delivering the goods down to Druidville. This line down there. Looking good. Boom. Just like that. And then this line here, this is the Joshland line. So this one will come in, this one comes straight in, and then this one comes around. Hey, how you doing, you bring Layden? Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Right now. So this one here is just leaving. And so as that one's leaving, you want to send the second one. Oop, not far enough back. And then they're at opposite ends of the track. Right like that. Very good catch. Moondoggy all over it, folks. He's going to leave, and we're good to go. Looking good. All right. So now Shepland should start to see some things. Now, in fact, actually, I didn't even check. Where is he? Here? Yeah. No, he didn't get goods put on the line yet. He has not had goods placed there yet. Still hasn't. Oh, you know why? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'll tell. Does anybody know why? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? I'll tell you why. I'm going to pause it right now, actually, because we're losing time. Boom and boom. It's because we do not have... I want to do this. Yeah, this is fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this out just a bit more. Because this... Boom and boom. And a boom. And a boom. Like that. Boom and like that to there. Yes, exactly. You haven't yet told the game that there is a need to even put goods on that train. Because as far as that train knows, there isn't a single person looking to have goods. But in reality, there's all kinds of people who want them. They're all living down here. So what we want to do is find places to drop off the goods. And that means going in here and in here and in here. We're going to want it short and small as possible. All the goods live right here. Like that. There. Then residential's down there. So, is there a place where we can hit everything? Right in here gets everything that way, and then it opens. If I put it in here, it also opens up lots of room for it to expand down this way and still get hit. So this would be a good spot for it. I'm going to put it right here, and I think we are going to be absolutely ecstatic about it. What I'm going to do is, these are going to have to go anyway, so we might as well get rid of them now so we can see what the heck we're doing. And what I do is, normally I like the symmetry of putting... Oh, that was the wrong button. Normally I like the symmetry of putting on truck stops that have like a stop, like at least a platform on each side. Just looks better. But in this case, because it's prime real estate, I don't want to take up extra room with more platforms and stuff. All we need to do is just have them come and deliver. Now, you might be asking yourself, why not just use one of these truck unload stops? And to me, I'm not a big fan of them having just driving up on the side of the road and like pulling over to the side of the road and just throwing the goods on the sidewalk and going, because it doesn't feel real. Right? It just doesn't feel real. Now, I know that what it's essentially doing is saying it's a simulation of saying, oh, well, it's just a truck making deliveries, but instead of having it stop at each individual place, they're just saying this is the area that they're making their route in. But for me, it makes a lot more sense to say they're taking it to this warehouse depot type thing. And this is actually where I would have liked to have seen a little bit of advancement from Transport Fever 1 to Transport Fever 2, is a little bit more thought process into the simulation of, hey, you know what? How about you send them, instead of inner city, sending them to just another truck stop with, with platforms and stuff. Make it like a little warehouse. That would have been kind of cool, is to actually send them to like a little warehouse instead. So that instead of having this just be a typical place, if this had just been like a warehouse, and maybe this is something that we can get on the Steam Workshop, but if this was like a little warehouse, then you could just, you'd plop that down, and then it would just, they'd drive into the warehouse and drop off the goods, and then from the warehouse would distribute to the local area, or people could come pick it up or whatever. And that would make a lot of role play sense in my head as far as, how the game could feel better. But anyway, that's just a little diatribe from me. Once again, going on a tangent. Now, we have coverage. This should be really good. Covers all down in here. This is residential down in here. Coverage to here. This is all industrial and then residential. That's good coverage. And then, of course, we want to promote the growth of commercial out this way anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to configure this bad boy and get street access right at the back. Because what I want to do is promote the idea of this place essentially having a secondary purpose in life. Sorry, I don't want that with that. And that would be, do I want to do it straight across here? Like I could just do a road that goes like straight across through here, essentially. It's awfully close. I would kind of prefer it to be like more like here. That makes more sense to me. And then this will come forward like that. And then, since it's given us some funny roads, let's go like that. And then that starts to give us setup for commercial. There we go. The last thing we need to do is find ourselves the depot of the vehicles and buy maybe 6. Half dozen should do it. We've got goods, so we need this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And before those do us any good, of course, we need to set up the line. There to there. And good, it's going down here. That's very nice. Turns in there, comes down here. Good. Stays way away from the residential. Good stuff. We like it. Like it a lot. That is final delivery of goods. So that's going to be a nice dark brown. And this is DEL for delivery, not cargo. DEL for delivery. Goods to Shepland. There we have it. Just like that, Bob is indeed your uncle. And the goods shall be united with Shepland. There we go. Okay. Whew. Man. Not getting nearly as much done as we're supposed to be getting done. We want to upgrade the food next. That means we need lots of things to happen. First thing, pause. Again, I know. Bulldoze this. And we're going to put it no, sorry, this here. Like this. And then like this, like this. And I don't think, did it pick it up or no? Oh, shoot. No, pause. I didn't put the, that's my fault. That's my fault. That line coming in here, let's have it be on this outside side. So as soon as I click that down, now it picks that up. So it's important, if I wanted it to be here, you want to put this one down first, because as soon as you put one down, it's going to pick up that notification thing. So we're just going to put one on each of these. Now, one of the things I wanted to do, I spoke about at the beginning of the live stream, is I wanted to work on the harbor infrastructure, but I don't think I'm going to have time. It's just, I got 2 more things I want to do before we get to that, and there's no way I'm getting into it. So this, like I said, this is going to be a massive harbor in here. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a whole episode on YouTube. I'm going to make it, I think. Make a nice big massive harbor, and we'll figure out how to do all that. Simply not going to happen today. What we want to do is get harbors set up to deliver food. This is obviously already happening, and then we also want some set up to Morphous City. Now, where will that be? I feel like the harbor out on the tip here would be cool. By the way, God, another distraction. Has this filled in? Yeah, it's nice. So the industrial's filling in really nicely down here. And we got some more. Oops, sorry. Bulldoze. Get this out of here. Get autosave, of course. Come on. Like that. So what we're trying to do is get all the industrial to the top of this, as I've said before. We've gotten the residential to hop across to here, which is great. So just to continue to delete all the industrial, and then the residential can fill in. And now that it's hopped to here, what I'd like to do is delete the industrial from this side of the road. Like that. And the commercial fills in here. And the residential can hop from here to here. And the industrial can continue to hop. Now, what you want to do, like I said, is what you're going to want to do is delete some of the residential from out here. because this residential, we know there's going to be a demand for it because we just got rid of it. And so all this residential that's out here, it gives it more, it's going to have to respawn, basically. And it gives it more opportunity to choose to respawn here and then hop over to here and fill this hole out. If you just deleted the industrial and then let it continue, the industrial, there's not going to be any residential be like, ooh, here's a spot for me. It's just going to be like, oh, we're good to go. There you go. Teasing us now. See how you operate. Yeah, the big tease. Hey man, you gotta push that YouTube content, bro. Gotta push it. All right, there we go. So that should fill it. Now, that diatribe and sidetrack and whatever else you want to call it is done. Large and in charge. I don't know if there's this is the only thing we're gonna have to bring in here. This now, mind you, I'm probably gonna have a harbor, a residential harbor, like a traveling harbor, to go to Henduniapolis. But I would foresee that. I guess we could do it all in the same spot. It would be kind of like in here. We could make it work in here. Like that. We could have the cargo come in here. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of them being separate, to be honest with you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bad boy right out here on this pier. Just like that. Boom. And we'll come in here with the road and do like this and draw that across like, is that kind of level? Not really. There we go. Kind of buy a little bit more land out here as well. Just a little bit more land out here. Like that. And then I'm just going to do a super light smoothing around the edge. So we're going to give some of it back. Make that nice around the edge there. There we go. And now that's a lot more level. And we're also going to want to actually smooth out here as well. Like that. To there. Like that. And then we want to put this bad boy in here like this. A little bit closer maybe. Level across. And I think I'm going to go with that guy. Just like that. And then this guy could actually trace around the coast. Like that. And then maybe they'll just start some implementation of some stuff like that. So commercial could actually fill in here. Not too bad. Now, what we want to do is, this is just barely going to hit the surface there. We're going to need to put in another one of these bad boys. Just like we did in Shepland. And this is going to be interesting because we want the commercial obviously filled in here, or the demands map. We also kind of want it to stretch down here. Long term, especially because the city is going to be kind of like really long. We probably need 2 routes anyway. We're going to want one route to feed this main part of the city that we're already done, and then we'll want a second route that can eventually, when we grow it down here, is fill in that. So we'll have another one down here eventually. So what we're going to do is focus on finding a spot to put it that fits everything. Now, obviously, like this here is residential, but we'll probably clear some of this residential out to let the commercial grow through. And then the residential can just grow up into here. So we want to make sure we hit... This is pretty much good. We hit up to there, and we're hitting all this. And then as it grows, the only thing is we want to make sure that we're hitting some area that it can grow to. We're going to have to do 2. I'm going to start with the one, and I'll set up a second at another date. I'm going to call it... Oof. I'll turn this around and say right here. That way it can put a little bit of commercial down in here. Get this. This doesn't need to be there. Although it reaches it anyway. Reaches all of this, and then we can keep going down there. And what I can actually do, okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to line that up like this. And I'm going to, are you ready for this? This is going to be kind of cool. I'm going to stick it in the middle like this, deleting as few as possible. Like that. Reaches nicely, reaches down here a little bit. That's good. And then what I'm going to do, you guys see it coming, don't you? Oh, what? Oh, what? Game don't like me. I don't need to do it. Doesn't really matter. It reaches, yeah, it doesn't really matter. In fact, that's actually fine. Then we keep the traffic off a big road like this, and then we can just bring it in here, doop, and then back. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to leave it like that. So new line. And that's there to there. Oh, I'll be all right. It's not a new line. I'll be all right, I promise. And because the space is limited here, and we're only going to have the one good ever, I'm going to keep it on one thing again, ignoring the pleasures that would come from the symmetry. And I'm going to just stick it in like this. Just like that. And what we'll do, and we want it to be a little bit longer, of course, because it's dropping off goods. In fact, it's going to be dropping off big chunks of goods. Boats are going to deliver massive amounts of goods to this location. And you don't want to lose that. So what you want to do is make this extra long. So when it delivers, because it's not like something where it's delivering like a truck's delivering it or whatever, where it's delivering like 20, 30, 40, 50 at a time. It's going to drop off like 150 at a time. So you need lots of space. So another thing I'd like to maybe have seen a little bit of an adjustment is not having to have a massive station like this to store because you have a big drop off. I feel like that's something that could be better. Like, I don't know, like just have it be like a, instead of just having it like this, they could have changed this. This is the exact same thing they had in Transport Fever 1. They could have had a nice warehouse type thing that could store a much greater capacity. If anybody out there is a mod maker, I know that Slim tends to have people from his community like that. I would love to see much better stuff just like that. It'd be amazing. What we're going to do is we are going to configure this thing again. And we will actually go like that. I don't think. Yeah, I'm just going to do a regular exit. And then a road like that. And like this. I don't mind it being short. Leaves more space here as well. Like that. Boom. We're loving it. Hey, what's going on, Grand T? Good to see you. Speaking of killing it. Actually, we weren't speaking of killing it, but we're going to speak of killing it right now. Slim can attest to this. Killing it on YouTube. Grand T. If you're watching me, you've got to already know who he is because he's like practically world famous at this point. He's such a big deal. Killing it on YouTube with his train videos. He does. It doesn't just do great. He doesn't just do Transport Fever 2. He does all the train stuff. Absolutely killing it. I am not afraid to say I am uber jelly of the things that guy's doing. I'm doing good, Grant T. It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. All right, so let me go in here and smooth it in there. There we go. Gotta go to work. All right, Moondoggy. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Can you get a squiz at... Oh, you want to take a look? What's a squiz, by the way? Oh my God. Dogetopia. Knuckle Duster Alley right here. They're actually starting to move in. Look at this. How hot is that, by the way? What? Oh my. That is uber hot right there. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, buddy. The funny thing is that all these circles are going to fill in like that. And even in here, like there might be room for some bigger houses that will eventually come around, but there'll be like nothing but tiny little homes all along in this area. It's so good. It's just like the best ever. Just the best ever. By the way, how are we almost at 4 billion? We are making so much money on this map so efficiently. I don't even know what to say. Where were we? We're over here. It's absolutely bananas. I'm gonna go this thing here. We need to add stations, so it's gonna go from here to there. Just a little bit of a short trap there, ladies and gentlemen. And that means that we're going to call this line final delivery of food to Amorphous City. Ding. Just like that. That's food. Boom, boom, boom. And all we need now is a place. We don't have it. We don't have it. Oh, we need to buy one. We must have deleted it at some point and not filled it back in. Let's put it right. Actually, will it fit there? Oh, tell me it's going to fit. Tell me it's going to fit. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Boom. And we're going to want not that many. I'm going to say 3 more than does the job. What? What? Oh, here we go. Delivery, food, more city. Boom. Done. The Lazy Susan cul-de-sac. Thanks for the lurk, Moondoggy. Must be my big 3 of TF2 on YouTube here with No Emulator, Slim, and Grand T. Yes, the big 3. Could you imagine? I don't know what's more hilarious. Call me part of a big 3 with those 2, or yeah, that's as funny as it gets. But thank you. I appreciate your love and support, buddy. You know I do. So that is a location right there where goods can be delivered. And then we need... So we can go from here to there. So now what we need to do is up our food game, right? Which means we need another processing plant. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do. We are going to go in here, and we are going to just make all kinds of mess. We are going to make all the mess. just like this. We're gonna make this thing way long. Also watch a Slim and Norm. Nice to not be behind this. Exactly. You were like right up on the times. Practically a trendsetter, we could call you, Grand T. Practically a trendsetter, we could call you. He's not too bad. And then we need cargo buildings. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to slap one of these right here in the end. See everything he doesn't know. Huh. All right, and we want to go in here and here and in here. No. We wanted that one bad. We wanted that one bad, folks. We wanted that one real bad. Oh well, no big deal. That looks pretty delicious right there. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to do that. Just like that. Then we have ourselves a little bit of space right here to draw a road out there like that. A road that will, of course, get smoothing in honor of their fine gentleman in the crowd, Slim Gaming. All right, now we want to connect this like this and like that and like that and we want to go like this and that's good. We're good to go. So this thing is uber long, and now we can get another You know what I'm thinking? Does anybody out there know what I'm thinking? I've done this, and now I'm wondering if I really needed to. Because I'm thinking these two here, we just truck in here. And obviously long term this gets trucked as well. But if I do these two first, which makes the most sense, I know nothing in mid to less. It would make more sense to actually put the next factory over in here. And then the trucking of the goods would come down there. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, that we could foresee a little change. I'm going to change that there. I'm going to leave the other one. And then we're going to come along here. Nice and smooth. Just like that. And then we will put one of these in here at the end. No, what? How could it be colliding there? Oh, you're crazy, game. You're crazy. You lost your mind. Go home. You're drunk. You're absolutely positively drunk. Configure like that. And now we go like this. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, now we can go into our industries, and we're going to plop down the goody goods, which are way the heck back here. There we go. And how do we want to do this? I kind of like the idea of doing it like this, which means we're going to delete the road anyway. We can definitely get one here. And then another one there, and that's pretty good. I find your lack of sidewalk easements disturbing. You want sidewalk easements out in the country where we're processing food? We got lots of sidewalks over here, Handu. Come on. Just chill out, bro. Don't be so disturbed. Your disturbance disturbs me. I kid, my friend Handu. Look at that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bulldoze. Like that. And I'm also gonna bulldoze this. What? Game, you are drunk. Stop it, you filthy game. You know what? Screw it. Since I can do that, I'm just we'll go with that. It's fine, everybody. It's just fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Oh, I need to leave a little more. And then, what do we want to look like this? Something like that. And we want it to be a little bit off so that there's room for the road. No chance there. Like that. I think we're good. We're gonna set it and forget it. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, folks. Like a glove. Very nice. All right. So we have another food processing plant. Now, what we're gonna want to do is run this road way the heck up here. Parallel to the track, of course. What else would you want to do? And we're actually going to delete this farm right there. We're going to spend the money and get it done. And as you guys know, we like to make realistic roads. Not just any road we want because we're God, but just realistic roads. So we're not just going to do like straight line, whatever. Like we could just do a straight line here and a straight line there, but it's fine. This is a road that makes sense, goes along this stretch here, like this. And eventually it will be part of a connection into our harbor, because you'd want a road going to the harbor, right? Soft and cute. Good name. I'm having trouble loading two different cargoes on a horse-drawn car at two different hubs. Is it allowed? I set up my hubs to load 50% of each cargo type, but they're picking up only at first hub. Did you set up? I don't. Is it capable of picking up the same thing? Because each vehicle is only capable of certain things, right? So when you go to purchase, when you go to buy a vehicle, oh, those are the wrong kind of vehicles. And of course, the city doesn't have a cargo thing, because why would it? When you go to buy a vehicle, each vehicle is capable of holding certain things. Like some of them are capable of holding all things, but some of them are only capable of holding certain things. So you got to make sure that's good. But if you're setting them up to hold 50%, and it goes to another stop, it should pick up the other 50%. I don't know why it wouldn't. I don't typically do setups like that, but what's wrong with this train? Turn around. There you go. Hopefully, I don't know really exactly what issue you're having, but hopefully you're using the wrong truck and it's an easy fix. I don't know. Oh, horse-drawn. That's a good point, Slim. Horse-drawn. Yeah. Slim knows what's up. That's a very good point. Horse-drawn only have one compartment. Because they only have one compartment, they can only carry one thing. There you go. Slim nailed it. Look at that. Slim being helpful. What's gotten into that guy? What has gotten into that guy being all helpful and stuff? What did you do to him, Grand T? What did you do to him? What have you done, you monster? There you have it. And then this one is super easy because it's like right there. Yeah. Knows these things. Yes, thank you, random person. Slim is about as random as they come, by the way. Hey, salute, Mephistopheles. Salute. Salute to you, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday, as all of you guys. I hope we're having a lovely Saturday. I'm always helpful. Sometimes. Let it be known. Let it be known from this day forward. All right. What we want here is a couple of truck stations, right? Yes. And we'll go symmetry. And we'll go 30 long. And we will go right here. Yep. Let it be known. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to do it here and then just do a little configure on the back end. Don't know if I can get it in here, though. Nah, screw it. Oh, this is my first inclination, and that's what we're going to do. Just like that. Done. And we're going to do another one out here. And it's going to go right here. Just like that. Boom and boom. Boom-ba-de-doom, boom, boom. And then we're going to want another station right here. This one doesn't have to be big, but we're going to keep it like that. That's fine. That's okay. We're going to be happy about it. And we're going to need one of these as well. The road depot. And let's stick that right down in here. Just like that. We could use this one, but this one's a little closer. It'd be more convenient. Bye, everyone. I'm going to go back and slaughter all my horses and get a train. Alrighty then. I have a question. Do cargo passenger station buildings have any effect on capacity or just access? Just access, Kevin Curry. They just provide access and, of course, aesthetics. Cheers doing drywall. Ooh, I've been there. I hung drywall for like about 3 months. Boy, oh boy, is that fun. Especially when you get to the mudding. Ooh. Mudding is really good when you're a perfectionist. Oh my god. Crown molding would be fun too. Yeah, platforms are what provide the capacity. Exactly right, Slim. Old dude! You showed up on a Saturday? That's crazy. Lovely Saturday indeed. We're hoping we can escape any power outages and damage from the ice coming through right now. Oh, you're getting an ice storm coming through. That's actually there, is it, old dude? That sucks, man. Thank the gods. Yes, the platforms is the capacity. Exactly. The longer these are, you could make a platform all the way to Kingdom Come right over there. Whatever you want. Yes, exactly. You can put, if you surround it, you can have catchment all over the place and have it access to. That's why I put these here, just so there's catchment. Not that I need it right now, but, you know, doing the things. Oh my god. All of the sidetracks, and I'm not getting anything done. I'm insane. We want this guy to be a nice light yellow. And we are going to go like this, and that is cargo grain to I guess this is should call it grain 1 to food processing. And then another new line from there to there. And that also will be a nice light yellow. And that's also going to be cargo, but this one's going to be called grain 2 to food processing. Then we're going to go down here and buy vehicles. And we are going to buy these right here. No, sorry, these. Yeah, these ones here. And I'm going to start with 8 on this first line. So on 1. Cargo grain 1. And then I'm going to go with 20. Almost bought the wrong ones. 20 of those. No, sorry, wrong one again. Jeez. 20 of the special. Yeah. Zing! And that's going to be grain 2. Let that puppy fly. Now, that should get that bad boy running right there. Why is this guy only at 300? 200, 1 and 200 and 200. Oh, because he's only getting 600. Okay, there we go. I thought I had 800 going. That explains it. That explains it. That's another thing I think they need to go back. I think they need to revert back to 400 for the food farms. That makes no sense. What I'm probably going to end up doing is laying down industry, and I'm just going to double up each of these. I'll just double these up. Because it doesn't make any sense. If any of the raw resources should be 200 instead of 400, it should be like the stone. I could see the stone being 200. But feeding all of these cities, I mean, it just there's not even enough grain on the map to feed all the food I would need, or to make all the food I would need for all 4 of my cities, because it's only 200s. Yeah, because this is going to be 400. I'm only delivering 400 here, so this is only ever going to get 200, which is just barely going to be enough extra to get up here to Morpha City, who will need the 200 themselves. You can... oh, I read that. I missed that one. All right. There we go. So those guys are taking off and starting the things and the stuff. And... the food would get automatically loaded onto here and shipped out. That's good. Now what I need to do is make sure that the capacity of this train to Rangerton Harbor is enough. And it's not quite. Because it needs to be 200 plus... yeah, 200. It needs to be like 400, I think, at least. A little over 400 would be nice. 300, 500. Yeah, we need... oh, this is gonna... I'm gonna have to set up more food things. It's just as simple as that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to put more food in, more industry, because the game's is not balanced right now. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing you can do about it. So this line here needs to be around 400. What I'm gonna do is make these into... what do you think? 10s or 12s? I'm gonna go 12s, I think. It'll be over, but we're gonna ramp it up anyway. Now the capacity's there. And now what we need to do is set up one more new line going from here all the way up to here. And then calling that's food delivery. Let's go there. That's more of an orange color. We don't want orange. We want there. That's just as orange. What the heck? Let's go there. That is boat freight. Food to Amorphous City. And what I'll probably do, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to want to... I might just do a little landforming to make a gap through here, and then another gap through here. And then possibly take a little edge off that, just so the line's a little bit straighter. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. What I do need to worry about is boats. We need our Schaffhausen. And I'm going to buy a couple on this end and throw them on that line. And I'm going to buy a couple more at this end. Or, well, this is halfway, but we'll buy a couple more here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to need at least 6. Let's buy 4 in the middle. Like that. And put them all on the boat freight food to Morpha City line. And what we'll do is we'll come in here and we'll make sure that 2 go that way and 2 go that way. And then we'll have 6 distributed pretty well throughout the whole thing. And that should allow us to get some food delivered to Morpha City. By the way, speaking of deliveries to stuff, Shepland, how you doing over here, buddy? Not good. What's going on there? Why is this not getting anything? I put trucks on that line, right? You bet your sweet ass I didn't. What? Did I seriously not put trucks on that line? What is... oh my god, I bought them and didn't... Oh my god. What have I done? Somebody shoot me right now. Did these guys split up properly? That is Food Dimorphicity. That is Food Dimorphicity. That is Food Dimorphicity. And that is Food Dimorphicity. Two that way, two that way. Two over here. Life could not be better. We got 6 of them. We're probably going to need to double that again, but it'll get us started. Panda Leon, you noticed and you didn't say anything. You monster. That is so not nice. All right, one more thing we want to do before this end of this live stream of the Dedication Islands is we want to set up passenger line from Joshland to Brompton. And that's going to be very interesting. We have it set up here. And it would go into here. And then it's going to go have to veer off of this and through there. So what we want to do is we actually probably want it to veer just as it's starting to bend because it'll be easier to get the turn. When it's straight, you're going to have more of an angle to get it to veer off properly. So if just to show you what I mean. So when you're like this on a straight line and you want it to come off, it's construction not possible because the angle's too sharp, right? As you come along. So if I wanted to come on this angle like this to head down into there, it's no good. You got to keep moving it this way until eventually it'll be like, yeah, sure, that's okay, because this angle's fine. But if I start it where it's bent a little bit here, it's going to give me a little bit of an advantage on getting that angle better, right? Because it's already kind of bent one way, and so the angle is not as sharp as quickly because it's not straight. And now I can do all kinds of fancy things with our angle because it's bent already. Now, what I want to do is this line is coming out here, and basically from here, we're actually pretty good. Right from here, we want to come up into here. So what we could actually do, let's just see what happens here. It's going to say no. But do we know why? Holy cow. It doesn't even know what it's doing. What's happening? What is going on? That's so weird. Alright, first thing we're going to need to do, let's get rid of some of the farms that we're not going to be doing. This is definitely going to start to move up through here. So I'm going to absolutely need to get rid of this. And that, and that, and that. And I probably need to get rid of that one as well. Screw it. That whole side of the road's gone. Boom. Done. Alright. Let's go ahead and try that from the other side. I have no idea what had that bent out of shape like that. That was bananas. Actually, you know what? We want to do the fast track so that we can see that we're still at 300s, which we are. And it doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it. A little further up, maybe. Okay, let's come to... Ugh, this is sucky. Alright, let's do this. Let's do some leveling in here. Like that. Because what I want to do is make sure I'm bringing the track to a point here. Where it comes through and I can drop it down and it's going to be level. So it's not going to be like way above or way below here, and then I got to try and get it to there. I don't know why it wouldn't let me come in there like that. That was kind of weird. Like, because right in here... maybe here? Yeah, right here we're fine. And then when I try to get down here... Okay, now it seems to be alright. Let me just see what happens here. Alright, now it's fine. I don't know what it had a problem with before. But anyway, so here we are on this track here. Is that smooth? Yeah, okay, this is a shadow. So now we're good. It is slightly under 300 here as we make a little bit of a bend, but then we're fine. Actually, you know what would actually help is if I came a little bit further this way and then did it. Because if I'm back here like this is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here a little bit more. Just a little bit more, like that. And then we'll grab that inside. Actually, no, we'll do it from the other side. Since we've gotten it to work down here. So we want to grab this. Actually, if I can do it a little bit further up. I'm actually going to demolish these signals, get them out of the way, because those will inhibit me from doing the thing I want. And I want to see if I can start it like a little bit further like this. It's okay with that. That's beautiful. Excellent. Until it does this again. Says it's okay. Says it's okay. Construction not possible. Why? Why? Alright, where did I start that one? Right there. Let me start right here. See if we can get a little bit better luck. Oh, what? There we go. Perfect. 300. 300. All the way around. We did it! We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we did it. Alright, so. Zing. Like that. Again. Right to there. Boom. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. And we need signal there and there. Signal going into there. Signals there and there. We actually want to turn that on now. We're going to want more signals here because we're doubling up the amount of trains on this line. Okay, I'm happy with that spacing there. That's fine. There, and then there is good. And now... And we have the crossover. Perfect. Hey, new boats! This is the theme for this series. Every time we upgrade some stuff and implement some boats or trains or trucks or whatever, as soon as we have it all set up and implemented and everything's balanced, we cross over to a new year, and they're like, "Hey, new boat! Hey, new train!" And it's like, what? Stop! All right, okay. Get a hold of yourself. We need. First thing we need to do is waste some time smoothing out this line. But what we really do need is to make this line and throw some PAX lines on it. That's Passenger Express, right? PAX is Passenger Express. That's what that stands for, right? I always call it PAX because that's what I've gotten into the habit of calling it, because that's what everyone calls it in the stream when we're setting them up. That's how I learnt it. I'm not sure we even use that term in North America. All right, and then here we just want to smooth all this out. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh. Hey, Rory. What's up, babes? Hi. Hey, doggy doggy. So, smoothing. And smoothing. Holy cow. This hasn't... you know what? I'm just going to stop there. I actually don't mind the look of that, to be honest with you. It looks kind of cool. But that's what we're going to stop right there. Perfect. Done. Doom. Bada bing bing bang boom. And then the last thing we need to do is create the line. And we're going to go from here over to here. And I want to go with a nice pastel-y green color, just because. In fact, that's more of a fluorescent color, but whatever. And that's going to be a PAX line, P-A-X, Joshland to Brompton. And then we're going to need a train on it, or two. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Just because I'm a crazy man, we're going to do it this way. We're going to go like this, and like this. And I'm going to put this like that. With a track in there, like that. And we'll close the door because Rory's found a friend outside. And then what would I do here is something very similar. I'm just going to stick this in here like this. Woof, woof, indeed, Slim. And we'll go in there like that. And then we will... we've been using this because it's got the it's got the faster high speed, right? So we use this with our passenger lines because our passenger trains can go faster. It's funny, this one comes out later. It's got slower loading speed, and it's got more weight to capacity. It's only got one more capacity, but way more weight, and the same top speed. Yeah, it's more expensive and has higher upkeep and comes out later, but it's worse in every way. These are the ones we've been using for quite some time now. The Suburban. So we go like this, and we use the SU, Russian class SU, I think, right? Yeah. No, is that the one? Well, we've been using this one. This one's the more expensive version of it, essentially, right? High top speed. This has got more power. I don't think we need the extra power, really. So we're good. Let's go with the cheaper one here. We'll go with the Russian S Classic we've been using. And, of course, the passengers. We'll throw on 2 of those. I think we're good on 2. So we'll buy 1 there. And we'll buy 1 over here. like that, and like that. And what we'll do is we will turn those bad boys on at the same time. Well, not the exact same time, but pretty close. So we want the Pax line, Jocelyn to Brompton. And then we'll come over here to this one. And the Pax line, Jocelyn to Brompton. So we got one going on each in each direction now. And what we want to do is make sure that we're on the right tracks. Yep, that's the right track there. So look at that. Look at this in Jocelyn. We got Pax lines coming in from this direction, Pax lines coming in from this direction, all on the right tracks. We have the planks line coming in like this and leaving. And then we have the through station that doesn't even stop. This is just the goods going straight on through. Sorry, the tools, I should say, to be specific. Going straight on through passage line. It goes straight through like that. And on to Rangerton. That's sexy! And right away, look at that. Oh no, wait, wrong one. Where are we? Jocelyn Brompton, there we go. Perfect. Demand. Demand to go to Brompton. And then over here, we're going to want to know the same thing. Yep, comes in and goes. Now over here, this is going to be my issue. I actually have this line. I actually need it to come here. This actually does reach, but it forces people to go, if they take the train to here, to go down to here. So I need to fix that. And what I might do is change this to a bus line and have it actually come to here. So the bus line would go kind of like down into here. So it'd go to here, into here, but then it would come down. It's either that, or I do tram tracks to here, and then have it stop here instead. So go down here into here instead. That's actually not a bad idea. It's a we're not gonna have trams forever. Most cities will lose the trams eventually, I think. Not every city. I like the trams. We'll have some. We'll have a couple cities that keep them for nostalgia. So let's go. What are we doing? Streets. Tram, and we'll go to here, like that. And then we will put the stop right here. So we need to go stop right there at the end. And then they can just get off, cross the road, and Bob's your uncle. Then what we need to do is grab this line here, and holy cow, we've only got one. Okay. We're gonna clone that. We're gonna want at least 2 on there. But we're also gonna manage the line. We're gonna go in here like this, and 1, 2. So after 2, we want to add this, and then we'll delete 2 and make the new one 2. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go add station, and we're gonna go like that. Now we could keep it like this, but there's not really a need to go down here if you've also got this here, right? It actually kind of looks cool, but there's no need. We're just gonna go in here and come back. So now we can get rid of this station, and it just does this. And then we just come down in here and take that out. And we're good to go. And now the people will travel to here to get on the train, Jocelyn to Brompton. And we actually have some people on board somewhere. Where are you? Here's the line. Is this it? This is it here. 5 people. Oh my. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Chugging along. Coming into the station. Brompton looking just fantastic. And we're going to pick up our very first passengers for a PAX line in Brompton. Look at that station. Look, we've had this station, paying maintenance on this station, and just this thing's just been sitting here empty for decades because it was pre-built. And now finally, people are on board. And they're heading to Joshland. How many people, by the way? 27 out of 38. Filled her right up. Look at that. Filled her right up. She's looking good. And of course we have to come to a stop because that guy was getting up to speed as well. And this guy goes faster than that guy. So that's one issue. It's going to be nice when we unlock the cargo wagons, which permit faster speeds. That'll be fantastic. You love the analog clocks in this game? Yeah, buddy. And we're going to have to stop again. Maybe? No, we're going to go first. We're going to go first. Yeah, take that, PAX Superior. Oh, that one was... Yeah, to slow down a little bit. Looking good. We're actually going to need to extend this bridge because this is going to come like this and it's actually going to bend off of here and go down that way and hook up to this. So we're going to need the bridge to be here so we can come in like that. Because what's going to happen is when we get tools tuned up again, the tools will come from Shepland and they're going to come down here like this and they're going to swoop off onto this track and then continue on to Kinshotaki along that line. And the tools will be delivered there. Zoink. And away we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been a fabulous, fabulous first live stream. I said first. There will be more. First live stream of Dedication Islands Transport Fever 2 series on the YouTubes. So good. Look at this baby roll. I love this train, by the way. Chugging along. Another one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites, for sure. We're going to roll on in to Joshland. Drop off these 27 people. See what kind of money we get paid here. Let's see what kind of money we got. Saying 481,000. That wasn't even a full load. Full load going back? Nope. Right around the same. We're chugging right back on out. Can you see the speeds? Yes, you can change it. Yeah, you can change the units. You can also change the units even when you go into like when you go into something like this and you go to change. You can actually change these units in here. Like you can change how the weight's measured, I believe. You can change in here the power. You can change it from kilowatts and kilonauts to like tractive effort. You can do like pounds foot of torque or something, whatever those different ones are. So you can change those ones as well. But yeah, looking good. Horsepower. Yeah, horsepower. Well, they show horsepower there, but there's other things you can do as well. Well, do it. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 1 second. Just stretching here. So, you do it. Where do you do that? I think you have to do that in settings. Do you do that in settings? I'm not even sure where you do it. Interface, probably. Yes, here it is. Localization, distance, speed units, power units. So you can go to HP instead of kilowatts. Weight units is, you can change to kilograms and stuff like that. Yeah, you do those. When you you think, okay, you want horsepower? There you go. Now when you go in here, we will go in here and see horsepower. It's at 625. horsepower. When you come back, you'll see that that's changed back because I like it the other way. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. That's it. It's the end of the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Whatever you do, subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. Get the notifications. A brand new video every single day. Right here on YouTube for this series. I mean, how can you not love where this series is going right now? It's amazing! And of course, like the videos, because it helps me out. Leave some comments down below. I'd like to know what you guys thought of the very first live stream of the series on YouTube. Okay, folks. See you next time.